animal expert?
No. Do you think you'd intervene? Do you think you'd do something about it?
I think so, yeah. Oh yeah, so up. And I'm not trying to hide from that.
Do you think there's a conflict there?
It's a hard argument to make.
It is.
It's like, I know I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Doesn't sound like peace if you know you're wrong. Bless him. I mean, I was trying to be really, really soft throughout that discussion. The thing is, it's not worth it. I'll ask you, yeah.
Are you an animal expert?
No.
Okay, can we sit down?
Yeah, feel free to have a seat, yeah. If you both want to sit, you can.
I saw it, I was like, oh, just inquisitive.
Yes, 3 questions on animals.
Okay.
So, question 1 is, what do you think of animals generally?
Awesome. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Cool, yeah.
Are there any animals in your life that like come to mind when you think of animals? And
I mean, I have dogs, you know, so it's easy to come to mind.
Oh, yeah?
Like cats, but
how many?
I have 2, but I had loads of different ones in the past. But I really like crocodiles. I think crocodiles are awesome. I got a crocodile tattoo there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, animals are sweet. Yeah.
What are your 2 dogs called?
Millie and Manny.
And they're, how old are they?
They're 11 and 10. They're Jack Russell Cross a Yorkshire Terrier.
Okay.
They're very yappy and annoying, but I love them, you know. But they're very like.
They're like family, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
One of them's a dick, but that's okay. He just doesn't really care for human touch.
Yeah, they're all quite different personalities and
Sure.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
The second question is, what do you think of those that are cruel to animals?
Oh, it's awful.
Mhm.
Yeah, like any
I think it's an
animal
easy one to
cruelty.
answer.
Yeah. No, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. Yeah, it's just like if you're like support animal cruelty, or you just you know see someone hitting a dog, it's like.
Yeah. Do you think like if you saw someone, say hitting a dog, do you think you'd intervene? Do you think you'd do something about it?
I think so. Yeah, for sure. Like, you know.
I mean, if anything, call the police, right? But
Yeah. I mean, like, it's happened in the past where you see like people opposite you and they don't walk their dogs. They kind of leave them cooped up, and that's fucked up. Like, you need to walk your dogs, and like we offered to help walk them, but they just didn't want anything to do with it.
Absolutely.
You know, but you can't really change how people are. But
No. You can advocate for change,
Yeah.
but no, people if they don't have empathy, it's a bit of a hard case to make, isn't it?
Sure.
And then the last question is, would you be surprised to know that you can fight against animal cruelty and exploitation every day?
No, there's a lot of stuff going on. I just don't really like look for it, I guess.
Well, the answer is that with a vegan lifestyle, you don't support
true.
any exploitation or cruelty towards animals whatsoever.
Yeah, no, dairy industry, meat
Do
industry.
you know much about the dairy, meat, and eggs industries?
Oh yeah, so f***ed up.
You do?
Yeah. Oh my god, what they do to those dairy cows and just animals in general. It's completely.
Because most people don't really know much about like the whole process, say for dairy cows.
Yeah. Oh
like,
god.
Even me last year, I didn't know that a dairy cow had to be pregnant. Had to have a calf.
Yeah, artificially inseminate them, take the calves away, suck and dry.
Once
one more until they just kill them. Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you learn about that then?
I like 4 years ago or something. I don't know. I like looked at all the vegan stuff and I considered it, but yeah, I know that when I eat meat, it's not. I'm not doing any good, and I'm not trying to hide from that. Like, I'm not. And I'll eat anything. I'll eat all parts of the animal. You know, I live somewhere like abroad, and I eat like pig blood, pig brain, like.
Actually, I mean that's consistent, isn't it? Right? Like it's like if you're gonna eat animals at all, then why would some discriminate and not be okay with say even eating dogs in China, right?
Yeah, I like for me obviously I don't want to eat dogs, but I'm not gonna be like say someone we can't do it like. As we eat animals, we do.
If that's what we're doing, anyway.
Yeah, like we do horrible things to animals across the globe. If you can't like get past that, you shouldn't really eat it. If you can't understand the damage that you're doing, then you shouldn't eat it.
Absolutely. And you know, it's not coming from a place of judgment because I ate meat and like everyone else. But since last year, I think the trigger for me was I watched a dairy cow get slaughtered. And I just realised I didn't want to be a part of that system anymore.
Yeah.
And then I just decided to go vegan the next day.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a cause I care about enough to try and talk to people on the street about it. So I'm glad you're receptive. But do you know what I mean when I tell you that you've got a vegan heart?
Sure, but I'm not going to stop eating meat. I love cooking, and for me, like.
Do you think there's a conflict there with your compassion for animals, which you described, and your willingness to intervene with cruelty towards animals, but then while equally demanding it with your lifestyle?
I completely get it, and I think it's great, and I think what you're doing is correct, but I'm not ready to lead the correct lifestyle yet because I indulge too much in eating that food that I really like.
So it's a matter of like habit and
I just
convenience,
the
taste.
taste for me.
Do you think, if you were to assess that objectively, do you think taste is worth more than the harm that's done to the animals? Do you think it's worth it?
Ultimately, I can't say no because that's what I do on a daily basis.
Well, you can't
so
say
the
no.
answer would be yes.
The answer,
because I do it on a daily basis.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. But say if it wasn't something you did, and you were just to assess it like from a third person perspective, do you think ultimately a slaughterhouse can justify the taste we get from their flesh? Or
it's a hard argument to make.
It is.
It's like like as I said, it's not like I've made my peace with it. I understand what I'm doing. I know I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Doesn't sound like peace if you know you're wrong, or at least you disagree with
it.
I see what you're saying,
yeah.
But yeah, I can't. I mean, to be honest, if you're comfortable living like that and being apathetic to it, there's not really much I can do in the way of advocating for it you specifically, especially because you know about these industries when actually a lot of the job of an activist or anyone that's trying to help people change is actually a lot of it's informative. It's trying to help people know about all of these things, watch it and then make the connection.
Yeah, man. Well, it's been nice talking to you. At least you can talk about it on a, I'm sorry that I can't.
No, it's all right. This
I can't help the cause,
is part of
it.
Well, you can. It's in your power.
One day, potentially.
One day, I hope you'll find,
Look, I hope that they make meat, like fake meat, as good as real meat, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Until they do.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I guess what I'd encourage you to do, if a lot of it is food, that's good.
Yep. I still eat cheese.
If a lot of it is tied to food, then I would just encourage you to explore what's possible in the vegan world.
I love cooking vegan stuff as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best thing I ever made was like vegan, like a butternut squash. It was really good.
Well, there you go. Look, you know the potential.
Well.
You know the potential. Okay, well, here's my card if you ever want to look into it further.
Good luck.
Thanks for your time, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Bless him. I mean, I was trying to be really, really soft throughout that discussion, and I think you can see like his apathy really frustrated me. And instead of like being like, "How do you not care about this, mate?" Like it. The thing is, it's not worth it because I could see he was visibly like a bit agitated, sort of. I wouldn't say shaky, but just like the discomfort was evident as the conversation proceeded. So there was no point in furthering it or asking more questions. Like he clearly knows more than most people do anyway. And I think the discomfort and the conflict is very evident in the way that conversation ended. So yeah, sometimes there really is not much you can do in the way of changing people. I don't have footage to show, so my words might be a bit less powerful when it remains in the abstract. But you just got to be content that your advocacy's true and consistent, and I'm putting this out online to help people see how they react to it. Are you comfortable with that disconnect? Are you comfortable paying for something you disagree with? Are you uncomfortable with the fact that you would intervene if you in the case of a dog being hit by an owner, but then you wouldn't simply choose a different option with your food or your lifestyle? Seems absurd, really, but people are scared of change, and sometimes you just need something that can motivate you enough to decide. That's what happened for me, and I think as soon as you connect the dots to the realities of these industries and the products on the shelf, I think it's a no-brainer, and you don't need any more motivation than that. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on that one.